Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey guys, what's going on? How are you, Saj?
I'm doing good. How are you guys? How was your Christmas, Mo?
Good, good. Relaxing. Got some downtime. We were closed on Christmas Day and the day after Christmas, so got
Nice.
some quiet time, spent some time with the family. What about you? Anything crazy?
Nothing crazy, just same thing, spending time with family,
Any cool gifts?
No, nothing
No.
that cool. But hey, again, family time is my
That is,
gift.
yeah,
I
especially in our
love that.
industry,
100%.
right?
That's
Like,
very hard to find time to spend time with extended family. I see my parents, but uncles, aunts, cousins.
all of them, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a good holidays. You excited for 2023?
I'm excited for
Any big plans?
2023. Yes, and yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Can we hear about them? Can we get a
No,
little peek?
no,
Nothing at all.
nope,
Like not even a little like a sneak peek.
nope.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
You will have to wait and see. Follow at the wedding underscore project. It will be. We'll post some stuff on the wedding podcast, and or you can follow my page directly. Sahaj underscore. No, my name dot five.
Can you spell that for me, please?
SEHAJ dot five.
Sahaj.5.
Sahaj
Sahaj.
dot five.
Sorry, or English second language.
What are we
So
talking about?
today, we're gonna discuss 2023.
We're gonna discuss 2023.
I
I'm excited
think,
for this.
I think one of the first things I want to talk about in 2023 is the trends. What are we seeing? What are we predicting? Just so you guys know, this is all speculation between Sahaj and I.
Yeah, don't hold us accountable. But again, we have the power to make some of these things come true
Absolutely,
too.
right? I think,
At least in our
yeah,
circle.
most of the time, right? But no, I think, I don't think we're far off. Like from what I
Yeah.
saw at the tail end of 2022, into what, 2023 is looking like so far, I think we're not far off from what we're kind of thinking and all
No,
that. So,
no, for sure. So speaking about that, let's start with our first point. Custom dance floors are so in.
in right now, absolutely. I can't express how impactful they are to a wedding venue, right? No matter which ballroom you go to, which venue you go to, the floors are always boring.
At least, I mean, thankfully now a lot of venues, we just got a new white dance floor, but brown
Traditional,
traditional
yep,
dance floors are like were the norm.
yep,
And thank God that this trend is here and we can change that and put a beautiful
beautiful,
wrap.
yep.
And one of my vendors, Ali from Signature Dance Floor Wraps, he's
Oh,
like,
he's amazing, by the way.
this is the biggest centerpiece of your whole room. Sometimes the dance
It
floor is
pulls
bigger.
everything together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes dance floor is bigger than the whole stage.
that's correct. Usually, what, 20 by 20, 20 by 30 usually?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's a
depend.
pretty sizable room. I mean, if you think about it, that's bigger than most living rooms, dining rooms, and stuff like that if,
Yep.
in your house at all. But floral wraps, like in terms of like floor wraps, the sky's really the limit in terms of creativity and all that stuff, right? I saw earlier today, one of our vendor friends actually had a bride that designed the
Oh
floor
yeah, I saw
the
that.
floor wrap on her by herself and all the
Yeah.
design and all that stuff, which was really really cool. And maybe I'll put in the picture somewhere here and all that
Yeah,
stuff as an
but like
example.
custom designed dance floor wraps to fit in with your decor and colors and
Colors,
design, they can just make the room from a 10 to 20.
absolutely, it ties in everything together.
Yeah.
Photo wise, like I'm imagining, like on Mehndi days, like on when we're doing like Mehndi Sangeet nights and all that stuff, a nice vibrant floor with the bride's lehenga spread apart, like spread out, like on the dance floor, taking a shot from above, capturing that beautiful floor wrap, capturing the details in lehenga, and of course our beautiful bride as well. But I think it's going to be a really cool trend to see. I think the last couple of years we saw a lot of like LED dance floors, light up dance floor, which was cool. But I think this is a unique personal touch that each one of you guys can kind of customize to your wedding.
For sure, and I think they're 100% worth it.
Two thumbs up for custom dance floor wraps from the wedding podcast.
Yes.
All right. So next, we kind of touched on colors a little bit. I think right now colors make or break a wedding, right? If you choose the wrong color outfit or you choose the wrong vibe of colors and all that, it doesn't really tie in. But I'm excited to announce the color of the year for this year, especially being in the South Asian market. It kind of ties really close into our wedding area, right? Like we use a lot of these colors already, or this particular color. So the color, should I announce it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can we do like a drum roll or something right here? Hey, editor, can we get a drum roll right here? But the color of the year for 2023 is Viva Magenta. It's a bright fuchsia that meets a red. Kind of think of it as a really fearless, brave, vibrant, rich color, right? I'm really excited to see this color being played in wedding outfits.
Yeah, by the way, we did not just make this color up. Patone released this as a color of the year for 2023. This is a bright fuchsia meets red, and it's described as brave and fearless.
Did I just say like 10 seconds ago?
I don't know.
Are you repeating me
I
or?
just wanted to repeat it one more
Okay.
time. I like the be brave and fearless part.
No, I mean, it's actually a really beautiful color.
It's a nice color.
Like, I think again, kind of going back to that South Asian, right?
Yeah.
This is like the perfect Sangeet Mehndi color, right?
Oh, yeah, for
Even like
sure.
if you want to be a really bold bride, like on a Pakistani receptions, traditionally it's like a reddish color. I think this ties in really closely together. We already had one bride in 2022 that used a very similar color, and I'll probably share her photo from this shoot. But it was a very rich magenta fuchsia color, which really popped off with like greens, florals, kind of having the bride kind of separate from the rest of the scenery and all that stuff.
Yeah, speaking about color and pop, next point would be minimalism is gone. Hello, Maximism.
Maximism. Yeah.
People are going big
Yep.
or going home.
Because I think, official, I don't know if it's official, but pandemic's over, right?
Yeah.
COVID was so 2020, right? We're here in 2023 now. Can you imagine, can you believe COVID started in 2019 and we're already 3 years in now?
2022, time
Flies, right?
Seriously, time is
Like,
flying.
can you imagine? Do you remember like being paranoid going to an event,
I
having to
remember
wear a
the-
mask?
I remember the exact date. It was March 14th, 2020, because that was my last wedding of the year. And so it got announced that week, I think 12th or the 11th or 10th, that we're going to a lockdown. This weekend is the last weekend. Get your shit
So it worked out perfectly for you guys.
for March 14th. Yeah, but everybody after that, we had to cancel and we didn't even reschedule because we didn't know what to. We
To
did
expect.
reschedule, but then it was keep more lockdown, more lockdown, more lockdown. And eventually we're just like, we're not rescheduling a date. We're gonna see where this thing goes. Once we're allowed to do something, then we'll talk about that.
And it's all the people that have been, saving up for the last 2-3 years, knowing they wanted a wedding, but haven't had the opportunity, right? All the vendors were pretty much booked up for 2022. 2023 is looking really similar already in terms of like booking wise.
I know all of you
Excuse me.
IT people working at home have saved up a lot of
Tons
money.
of money. Yeah. I see you guys traveling and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
no, absolutely.
Especially the young couples that have been at home working from home, they're ready to get married and they're ready to do a big fat Indian wedding.
Yeah. So what are you kind of predicting from like a maximum wedding standpoint? Like what's your vision?
Definitely big florals, pop of color florals. Like we talked about that Viva Magenta color for sure. Custom dance floor wraps. Again, go big or go home would be the motto for 2023.
I agree. I think You're going to see a lot of florals. You're going to see a lot of real flowers being used. Completely opposite of what we just talked about in our what how to save on weddings, right? This
Yeah.
is like complete opposite of that, right? But I think there's still going to be ways of saving some money and all that stuff. You don't need to as go completely crazy when it comes to decor.
Yeah.
Talk to your decorator, but I think from a visual standpoint, it's you're going to want a fuller stage. You're going to want a fuller centerpieces. You're not going to want to do the smaller candles and all that stuff, right? It's going to be very elegant, very. I you know what word really comes to my mind? It's not a word, but more of a TV show, Bridgerton,
Bridgerton,
right?
that's a good one, yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about from a photo visual aesthetics, right? The parties that you saw in that TV show was kind of what I'm visualizing for 2023.
I want a highlight video from you looking like Bridgerton.
I got you. Done.
We have a whole year to do that.
Yeah.
You have time.
Yeah. We'll definitely knock that out. And speaking of highlight videos, our next topic.
Our next topic will be wedding highlight videos rather than long AF videos. Honestly, I think our generation
Correct.
does not care about
I
them.
mean, let's look at it, right? When we're consuming media right now, even from YouTube
Yeah.
standpoints, right? When we
Shorts,
look up shorts,
shorts.
reels, TikToks, right? We lose attention after a minute,
I
right?
would say 30 seconds.
But let's hope our followers are a little bit more dedicated to us,
Yeah.
right? I think we're 10 minutes into this podcast already.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that you guys are engaged with us. But, you know, it's going to be a shorter format, right?
Yeah.
For 2023, my prediction for videos, you're going to see a lot less long videos being offered. If we're doing long videos, it's going to be mostly for like the parents at this point.
Mostly parents, grandparents, and families.
Yep,
But highlight videos are the way to go. It's a
absolutely.
2023 trend that you can share easily with everybody. Maximum, it depends on how many events you do. You can combine everything into one highlight video, or you
Or
can
have one
have,
for each day.
yeah, separate
Yeah.
highlights for each day or both. But a 15-minute, 10, 12 to 15-minute video for two events, I think would be
Probably.
ideally.
I can definitely see that. And I'm gonna give you guys another tip, right? So if you do want a long video and you want the entirety covered, look into live streaming options, right? I offer a package where you can get the live video essentially the same day as soon as the event is over. If you visit our wedding video YouTube page, I'll link it down below. You can actually see some of our samples of live videos. It covers the full entirety. The only downside is it's not edited, right? So if you have a guest that's screaming on the top of their lungs, you're gonna hear in the background and all that stuff, right? But it gives you some sort of long video format to
Yeah.
please your parents, but it also helps you save the cut some cost around like the editing portion of
I
it.
think if there is a highlight video, I'm happy with the unedited long
Long
video.
video, absolutely.
Plus, you can always get that edited if you want later on.
Well, it I won't get too technical with it, right? You can cut sequence it, but when we're doing like a cinematic edit, we need to be able to shoot in a different format, which allows us to tweak colors and all that stuff, right? So you lose the creativity portion of it, but essentially you could. But I just to recap, highlight videos 2023. It's going to be the way to go. I wouldn't even be surprised if you see some real packages, TikTok packages,
That's
some
actually a good idea
yeah,
for sure. I think I've seen that already once. The couple asked the videographer for a real highlight video rather than a horizontal. Like we wanted them
correct,
to shoot in a vertical
correct.
format, so 16 by 9 format.
Yep,
So that was definitely, again, highlight videos.
yep. You'll see some 4K vertical shoots starting to happen. And I'm excited for this, right? It's kind of changing the industry. We're also used to the kind of the norm. This social media change in terms of how we're consuming content is going to kind of change the wedding industry from a photo video perspective.
Yeah, for sure. Another trend that I think is going to be a 2023 trend would be instead of bridesmaids, groomsmen, bridal parties. We're gonna have wedding parties.
Explain that a little bit.
So, I mean, going again, go moving with the times, coming into 21st century, coming into 2023. Um, but we have a lot of diversity. So we don't want to gender base anybody. We don't want to say
Okay, I got
groomsmen.
you. More
We don't want to say,
inclusive.
yeah, we don't want to say bridesmaids. And just kind of put everybody together. And wedding party is a word that you'll see a lot more. Wedding party
Rather than
instead
bridal
of,
party or groomsmen,
yeah,
bridesmaids. No, that actually makes a lot of sense. We've actually done a few weddings like this already, where we had male bridesmaids or wedding. I don't know
yeah.
what would be the right word
See,
for
you
that.
don't, they're technically still bridesmen
Yeah,
or groomsmaids, but wedding party is
it's going to be the
it's gonna be the
gender
word.
neutral.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
Bring more inclusivity into the community.
Yeah, instead of having just friends for groomsmen or bridesmaids, we're good. You know, you can put family members because a lot of times there are
Brothers,
family
sisters,
memories.
yeah.
So it's gonna be more of a wedding party, a together, one party rather than separated and more gender neutral.
No, that's awesome. I think that's probably one of my favorite tips from this video already.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. What else we got?
Looking forward to 2023 again. 2022 was a great year. We started this, so I'm very excited for what we're gonna do with the wedding podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be bringing really cool episodes for you guys. We're gonna be bringing on guest speakers
Oh
going
yeah, are we
forward.
sharing that now?
Yeah, we can share
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
2023, we're gonna bring on guest speakers, and we're not gonna release who we're gonna have on the episode yet.
Different sets,
Yeah, different
right?
people,
Different backgrounds,
different
different
backgrounds.
like areas and all that stuff. We're gonna go mobile. You may see us at the beach during the summer, literally sitting right in front of the ocean. You guys can hear the waves behind us and all that stuff. Who knows, right? But we definitely want to keep growing the channel, and valuing your inputs, your perspectives, and all that stuff in the channel.
Yeah, for sure. I hope everybody had a good uh, holiday month. What do you call it? A good holiday time?
Season,
Holiday
holiday
season.
season.
I hope everybody had a good holiday
It flew
season.
by though.
It did. Oh my god, it flew
Yeah.
by so fast.
I hope you guys enjoyed some time off, enjoyed some time with your families. And I hope you guys have a great New Year's and may all your wishes come true
Yeah,
in this coming year.
if you are celebrating New Year's, be safe, please. We want you to have a good 2023 and good luck, and we'll see you next year.